everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create modals using HTML dialog tags. Now, before I start, I'd like to emphasize that previously, it's very difficult to create modals in HTML because it will involve using a very broad and a very complicated CSS styling. Okay. Modals are pop-up windows that you use to ask confirmation from the user instead of using the crude JavaScript prompts, alerts, and confirms. So in this case, we are going to use a pop-up window or a pop-up form which will ask for confirmation from users, like ask them whether to save, delete, or cancel operations. Okay. So fortunately, recently HTML has been updated to include a dialog tag, which provides us a much easier way to make pop-ups or dialogues or modal dialogues. Okay, let me introduce you to the dialog tag. Okay, a dialog tag is a tag that is not displayed as part of your HTML. Let me illustrate that here. For example, in this case, I'm having a dialog tag which is uh, which wraps or covers a form. Let me put that in our body here. Okay, you follow? So this is the dialog tag. Okay? So when you have a dialog element, it will not be displayed as part of your default web page. It can only be displayed if you are going to call the show modal function associated with that dialog. In this case, let me refresh my HTML tables file and show that there is no dialog or there is nothing that is displayed in our HTML page, even if we have introduced a new tag called dialog tag. Okay, and now we can do this. We can use the dialog by including it in our script, JavaScript. Let me illustrate how to use that in the JavaScript. Now this time we are going to use a new way to create our main body. Okay. Instead of using the previous onload, we are going to use a simpler syntax that is now being used in the new JavaScript, okay, in order to create the main body. This is how to this is how we create the main body. So this is like okay, this is like the main function in C or C++, where where we start our main function like this. Okay, and we also terminate our main function with a different syntax. Okay, it's like this. That's the end of our main function. Okay, actually this is the part which is called by Windows on load. No, when the page is refreshed, this is the function that is called. Okay, now we have. Let me go back to my dialog. The dialog has an ID of DLG confirm cancel, which means that we can call this dialog by saying DLG confirm cancel that show modal in our JavaScript. And we can retrieve the value of the modal or the dialog by the event, okay, that is returned by the show modal function. We can get it, or rather the onClose function. We can get it by event that target that return value. Okay, so our modal has an ID confirm cancel, and we will call it the modal by saying DLG confirm cancel show modal. And then we have we had a form inside it to house our messages or buttons, whatever inputs you like. You can put it in the form. In this case, we are trying to avoid the select button, rather the confirm button, rather the submit button, because the submit button will refresh the page. We don't like to do that. So we have a form method without a submit button. All buttons are simple buttons. Now, the form method the form should have a method dialog in order for this to work. Other than that, this dialog will not work. And then we have an H4 called DLG message. This is where we ask our question. And we have two buttons, confirm and cancel. It's good to put a value, although we can change the value later during the on close of the dialog. Okay. So let me put now the events that are associated with this dialog. First, let us put uh, the handler for the confirm button. Okay. Okay. So here is our handler for our confirm button. Okay. What do we mean by this? btn confirm is our button, and we are using a variable. Okay. Uh, btn confirm. We haven't shown that here, but we'll have to do that now anyway. Okay. Const. We'll just copy this. Okay. btn confirm is equal to document dot add get element by ID, and the name is btn confirm. Okay. We are trying to create a JavaScript program that stores the button in a JavaScript variable called the same way, called btn confirm. Now we are adding an event listener which is called confirm. What will this event listener do? When the button button, or rather when the button is clicked, it will return the value confirm to be returned by the dialog called dialog confirm cancel. They follow, and then to make sure, I'm just returning confirm at the close. Okay, so it will close the dialog confirm cancel button and will return a value called confirm. Now let me create the event listener for the cancel button. Okay, so here it is now. What will the cancel button do? Okay, it will also return the value cancel. Okay, likewise, let me create a variable called btn cancel. Okay, btn cancel. I think I have it here at the top. That's why I don't have it. Okay, let me just copy it anyway. Now I have initialized the return value of the dialog confirm cancel to confirm, and then we have the event listener for the confirm button, and then we'll have the event listener for the cancel button. Okay. Is this correct? Yes. This now the event listener. We're saying const dialog confirm cancel, and we don't need this. Okay, we should put it above. We are declaring now the dialog confirm cancel so that we can call it in our JavaScript. Now, do we have the the cancel button? No, we don't have. We put it here. This is our cancel button. We declared it as a constant. So this is another way so that we can reuse the btn cancel in any other event aside from event listener. So take note that the event listener for the button cancel will return a value cancel from the dialog confirm. Okay, I think I'm missing this out, and then this should be here. Okay, let me just check. Yes, I think this is correct. Now, anyway, we'll just find out if it isn't. Let's try to refresh, then inspect. We'll get an error if there's an error in the console. We don't have an error in the console, so we can just proceed. Now, the important part is how do we track the dialog? How do we open the dialog? Let us put a clear and delete buttons in our HTML table. I am not going to do the handler, but I'm just going to show how the pop-ups are activated. Okay, then I'll say button ID is equal to VPN clear payroll. Okay. Then I'll put an input maybe for, let's put an employee number, by the way, no? So that we can delete. We can delete the employee, for example, and then we just copy this. This will be two. I'm sorry, I have to change this. I forgot to place them because you will have to delete. But I'm not going to show the handler anymore. You do it. Okay. Let's just refresh. So we have now numbers. We have clear payroll and we will have a BR labor for no label, and then we will have a bottom delete. Next time I'm going to do this in VS Code. Okay. Let's try to save this and refresh. Okay. Okay. What happened to anyway now? I think I made a wrong uh yes, I made an error. That's why that dialog is displayed. Let's try this. Okay, we have that now, no? But we don't have the input. Let's put an input ID, input, and no. Okay, we have type number. Okay, let me just check my input syntax. I seem to miss it already. Okay, type number, and then we'll have input. We also missed the closing. Okay, let's save this. I hope finally we will be able to call the pop-up. Okay. So now let me create the button handler for the clear payroll button, BT and clear. How do we do that? Okay, let me show you how to uh, clear. I'm looking for my code. No? First, let us call the clear. Okay, okay, here it is. No? Let me put it here. BTN clear. Okay, so we are going to clear the list like that. No? And then DLG message is the H4 in our dialog box. And then we'll just call confirm the dialog by using confirm cancel. Okay. We should put this upwards because we haven't cleared it yet. Let's try to save. And yes, we have this. No? Take note, we have this. Okay. This is the effect of the dialog box. And the good thing about the dialog box is it uh, it it prevents you from clicking outside the dialog box. You can only either confirm or cancel. Okay. And now let's also add a document handler for our btn delete. Okay. We have btn delete. This time we are going to ask for a different question. Okay. So what I'm trying to illustrate here is the fact that uh, we can, okay, reuse the dialog box. Okay, like that, no? So now we have our handler for btn delete, which calls the dialog box for confirmation. Let's try to refresh that. Okay, remember that we are using the same dialog box, which means we can reuse it. For example, for clear payroll, the question is clear the list. For delete employee, the question is delete employee. Okay, now for the most interesting part is how do we get the result from the dialog box? Here's the part. Now we will do that the on close. Okay, the on close of the dialog box. Remember, our dialog box is cancel, no? Rather confirm cancel. We are trying to create an event listener for the close event, and we are passing an event e because we want to get the target. Okay, so first we are going to get the value of the DLG message. If the value is clear the list, we are going to clear the list. Okay, so let us just use in this case an alert. No, list is clear. Okay, and then what's our message for delete employee? Delete employee. Clear the list and delete employee. Now, if the LBL message is delete employee, okay, we can do certain things like clearing the uh, is it the employee number? Yes. The input value for our employee number, emp no, input emp no. We'll clear that. Okay, we have to clear that because yes, So we are going to clear the input empty, and then we will pass an alert employee is deleted. You do the handling of this. Yes. Save this. Let's refresh. If you clear and you confirm, it is cleared. But if you cancel, nothing is done. If you delete an employee, if you confirm, okay, there it is. And the employee number is deleted. However, if you just cancel, nothing happens. So you see, this is a very important facility in asking for user confirmation. In the past, it's very difficult to do because you have to use CSS in order to prevent the user from doing actions outside of the dialog box. Now, in this dialog modal, it's much easier because we have the dialog tag. This is a very important tag, and this is a very new tag just added recently within this year, no? Which allows us to issue user confirmations much easier and much simpler. I hope you got the point, no? You can use this in your programs later, no? Especially in your payroll program and your other programs to ask for user confirmation so that you will not have to use the crude prompt alert and confirm methods in JavaScript. This makes your website more professional looking. In the next video, I'm going to show you more styles, no, and others. I hope you keep following the series, and that's all for now, and see you in the next video.